What's that? Oh, a hole just cracked open in the sun that's 186,000 miles wide? Tell me more. Yeah, according to NASA's Solar Dynamic Observatory, they are stating that a huge hole cracked open in the sun that is 23 times the size of Earth. Okay. The issue with this is there's going to be solar winds from this. They're not saying how aggressive it's going to be yet, but they are saying solar winds are on the way and that they'll be here likely in a few days. Okay. They're saying that it is likely going to affect many different things on Earth, such as our GPS systems, our technology in general, and likely also our power grid. Okay.
Step on out for me. Face the car.
Yeah, I'm out.
Turn around, hands on the roof.
You know, I'm getting real tired of this.
Sir, don't make
Shut
this-
up! Shouldn't have grabbed me, man!
Back up. Get on the ground, now.
Make me.
This video is going to be about 3i Atlas. Now, if you believe 3i Atlas is a comet and just a comet, you're going to want to keep scrolling. Now, if you believe 3i Atlas is a comet, but you're open-minded, you can stay and hang out. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and switch out my glasses because I think I need my sparkle glasses for this one. So I just watched an interview discussing 3i Atlas, and it might be a little out there for you guys, but nonetheless, it is very interesting. And if it were to actually happen, well, I don't know. Okay. So I was watching an interview on Cosmic Discussion or Cosmic Disclosure, something like that. And Sebastian Martin was on there. Now, if you don't know who Sebastian Martin is, he is a remote viewer. If you don't know what a remote viewer is, it is someone that can like go into like a trance state and see locations and stuff like that. The government's been doing it for a long time. It's in declassified CIA files. It's real. Now, Sebastian Martin, did he actually, I don't know, but he claims to be a remote viewer. Sebastian Martin was tasked with the job to remote view 3i Atlas. And guys, this is what he said he had seen. Now, mind you, he was not the only one tasked with this to see 3i Atlas. There was a few of them, and all of them saw the same thing. So what he saw were beings in this, like millions of them. But they were in like cylindrical tubes, suspended in animation. And you know what kind of beings they were? Like Draco reptilians. And he said that CERN's Large Hadron Collider, that they are using it for a portal. And that one of the beings from 3i Atlas showed up holographically and talked to them and told them what their intentions were. They said that their intention is to come to Earth for the star seeds. Now, if you don't know what a star seed is, my previous video goes into how a scientist from Moscow, Russia, just said that we have alien DNA, which makes us hybrid aliens. Now, it's not peer review, but check out that video, you know, if you want to know more about that. So anyways, they stated that they were coming to Earth for the star seeds. Now, the interviewer was like, can you elaborate more on this? And he's like, well, I can't really. And he didn't really go into if there was negative or positive, but he did say it seemed like the governments had a handle on it and that they have already sent ships and probes from here out there. And what's supposed to happen is that when 3i Atlas wraps around, okay, it's supposed to go past the sun, around, and come back into our solar system. And it's not going to come right by Earth, like super, super close. But what it's going to do when it gets to the closest spot in December, I think it's December 19th, it's going to release probes. And there's going to be, I guess, like little, scout ships or whatnot with these Draco reptilians. And it will head to Earth. And we are going to see ships all in our sky. So this is like December 19th, 20th, like right around Christmas time, I guess. Guys, I don't know if this is legit. I don't know. Maybe he believes it's legit. Maybe it is legit. Maybe he's working for the government. I don't know. But all I know is that it's interesting. And it adds a little flavor to the day of the week. Because it makes you think, like, what if? Because we're all going to be lurking around on December 19th and look into the sky like, could that be real? And then when it doesn't happen, we'll be like, see, it was just another person just spreading poo-poo, But guys, it adds a little spice. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What are your thoughts on this? And if they're coming for the star seeds, which star seeds? Interesting.
As I can see him, SpongeBob. Step back right now.
I didn't mean to hurt them. They stung me first.
Don't move. You're under arrest for harming
No,
wildlife.
I can't go to jail.
Stop. Don't. Hey, stop running,
Stop
SpongeBob.
right now.
Stay away from me.
Everybody back up. Move away from the aisle.
Did it just open up like that?
Yeah, the floor just fell.
That is deep, man.
Listen to
Attention shoppers, please evacuate the...
Sir, you're under arrest for trespassing and disorderly conduct. Keep your hands where I can see them.
Oh, officer, you really think you can hold me? I have a few tricks up my sleeve. Hey, just pop the cuffs. Meet my associates. Thing one.
People, go on live media streams on YouTube. The live stream is back up. It started at 12:20 UTC time. It's so big I can't make this many parts. It's so big I can't make this many parts. This is insane. Something's happening. I've never seen a continuous line like this. This has to be a line of ships. There's no other explanation for this many things or this big of a thing. Mother Nature cannot produce a line this strong, I made a video about this on TikTok. They blocked the recording. They blocked it when I said it was a fleet of ships. Soon as I put it up, they put sound to it. They're trying to stop me from telling you this, people. This is insane. I called this. I called it before it ever happened. You can go talk to people. I have witnesses. I called this was going to happen.
All right, guys, it's over. The IRS as we know it, it is done. Yesterday, over 30% of the IRS's auditors resigned in a single day. Why? Because President Donald Trump just pulled the pin on the biggest financial shakeup in American history. And that's not even the half of it. In fact, at the very same time, right? Very quietly, Social Security just made a change that will permanently impact how every American accesses their identity, their benefits, their future. But there was no press conference. There was no big rollout. But if you're on SSI or SSDI, let me know down in the comments. Or if you're just planning to retire one day in the future, you need to know what just happened. In today's video, I'm going to share with you guys exactly why President Trump's war against the IRS is just the beginning and what he's planning to do with your taxes next. We also need to talk about how your Social Security card's going fully digital this summer and what that really means for your privacy. And why Biden's quiet $8,000 checks for federal retirees, they've got people asking, where's mine?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
You okay, man?
I'm fine. No, I ain't fine. Who just threw that raggedy ball in my face? Y'all better aim that thing at the field, not the stands. You hear me, number 8?
Guys, I just want to record a video on TikTok and tell you that this is a giant fleet of ships coming in and they blocked the sound on TikTok. They legitimately blocked the sound. This is a giant fleet of motherships coming in. It's been going on since 12:20 UTC time. It's now 1:21 UTC time. This is insane. This is a huge fleet of ships. Look at the structure. That structure from a ship. This is a huge ship. TikTok blocked the sound. I called this. I called it on YouTube and said we would see interference and we'd see a big fleet come in. This has been going on since right before I said that. I called this was going to happen.
We've got eyes on him. He is still northbound on the 110, topping 90 miles an hour. That's Ronald McDonald, believe it or not, perched on what looks like a motorized Big Mac. You can see lettuce and cheese flying off the back stop.
All right, you two, stay still. Anything sharp on you?
No, man, just feathers.
And a couple bags of chips, apparently?
Dude, we were going to pay for
Then
him.
why'd you run when the clerk called us?
Because he had a bat.
Yeah, it got weird fast.
All right, you'll get a chance to explain.
Okay, folks, rear hatch coming open. And, yeah, care to explain the little garden we've got back here?
That is
Educational
botany project.
for research, totally legal.
We told you the smell was the dog food.
Hey, take it easy. I'm not resisting.
Keep your hands where I put them. You're under arrest for theft of classified
It's not
material.
classified. It's a jutsu scroll. I just
You can
needed to
explain
copy
that
one
to the
movement.
judge.
There's a
Cuffs are
mistake.
secure.
I'm the future Hokage.
Evening, driver. Go ahead and keep your paws where I can see them. There we go. Out of the car.
Zips on.
passenger, same thing. Step on out.
You were doing 62 and a 35. That's reckless.
You'll be riding with us tonight.
Tensen up, hands behind your back, sir.
Yeah, I'm doing it. You know, a little tight on the wrist there, officer.
Cuffs are secure. You got anything sharp on you?
Just my wit, which apparently is illegal now. Hey, for the record, I came here for a bucket, not a booking.
Word out. Get ready. What word? Steal. Yes, steal. Read these words the fast way. Get ready. Play. Yes, play. Get ready. Must. Yes, must. Let's read these words the fast way without making a mistake. Get ready. Kite. Yes, kite. Get ready. Kick. Yes, kick. 60 on page 153. At the count of 3, apply it again. Get ready from the beginning of that sentence. Get ready. She played with her goat in her house. Go on. She played with her goat in her yard. Good job. Go on.
Mr. President, are you aware of the reports of the plane crash in New York?
Afternoon. Do you know why I pulled you over today? You were doing 30 and a 15. License and register.
Hey, stop! Driver, stay in the stop the car! Stop the dispatch! Vehicle fleeing!
Hey, good. Where you going? Oh my God, where you going?
Shut the fuck up.
Holy shit! I love it! You are my kind of kid!
Let me get your handshake.
Shut your bitch ass up!
Are you being disrespectful? She was kicking? Who's controlling this thing? Maybe I should kick it down. Let's see how far you can go when I kick you. Give me a hand. Who's controlling this thing? You can go get bitch ass. He can get down!
What the fuck, guys? The Rubin telescope has discovered thousands of objects coming out of deep space along the same trajectory and going alongside 3i Atlas. Listen to this.
The data poured in, a cascade of new bodies bleeding out of the darkness around 3i Atlas, as if some hidden factory had opened. The first night, Rubin logged 989 objects emerging from the 3i Atlas region. By the second night, the count had already surged to 1,355. On the sixth night, it was 1,796. By the seventh, 2,104. 3 days later, the tally ripped past 4,000. The multiplication was continuing, all headed toward Earth. The swarm didn't burst into being, it grew in real time, with new objects appearing in the scans every few hours like fresh production runs from a factory. But why Rubin telescope can detect these objects, not other telescopes on Earth? Because no other telescope on Earth is built like Rubin. Its enormous 8.4 meter mirror and the largest, most powerful astronomical camera ever built, a 3.2 gigapixel eye, sweep across the heavens every night, capturing oceans of starlight at once, instead of staring at a single patch. That is why it could show what no one else could, thousands of bodies spilling out of deep space in perfect formation. And what made it so terrifying was the uniformity. Spectral reports showed every object shared the same speed, the same trajectory, the same strange green-tinted tail as 3i Atlas. Ave Loeb confirmed nickel, cobalt, and high-temperature alloys, the kind of metals forged under industrial conditions, all had the same unusual carbon monoxide-driven glow. Until that moment, every amateur and professional astronomer had seen only one object. Now, there were thousands. Infrared spectroscopy made it worse. Each of these bodies was about 1/10 the size of 3i Atlas, yet apparently powered by a core twice as powerful. 3i Atlas had already puzzled scientists with an estimated 10 gigawatt power source inferred from its core, but the new companions appeared to radiate 20 gigawatts each. Even our most advanced reactors cannot match that power to mass ratio. Our biggest power plants weigh thousands of tons to produce only a few gigawatts. These objects are no larger than a city block, yet each one radiates enough power to light entire nations while hurtling through space.
What the fuck is going on, guys? Seriously. We are literally in for it by the looks of it. We've got an armada and thousands of objects heading our way. Holy fuck.
What did you do?
Wait, ma'am, calm down.
What did you do?
Ma'am, calm down.
Give me your phone.
Calm down. Wait, chill. Can you chill?
What did you do?
All right, let me explain. All it was $100. That's it. That's all it was.
Give me back my phone.
Okay, I'm sure. I'm sure it's $100. I'm sure.
Give me back my phone. No.
Yes. It's just $200. That's it.
Give me back.
It's just $200. That's it. Just $200. That's it.
No.
That's it.
Give me back my fucking money now. Give me security.
Whoa, ma'am.
Security.
Ma'am, calm down. It's a prank. It's a prank.
Security.
It's a prank. It's a joke.
No, it's not.
It's a prank. It's YouTube's a joke.
No. Security.
Oh, whoa, chill. Whoa,
He
chill.
clipped my phone.
No, I didn't. It's a prank. Chill.
No.
They used sticks to grape her. And you're not even going to guess who they is. This is 5-year-old Amari. She's out of Cleveland, Ohio. This case is absolutely traumatic. Now, Amari's mom had to go and have a medical procedure done. So on September 13th, she left Amari with a family member. Shortly thereafter, Amari's mother, Antavia, received a phone call from this family member. And she said that her daughter was nowhere to be found. She walked out of the house and she couldn't find her. Of course, Antavia rushes over. When she gets there, she sees an EMS truck and she sees her daughter, barely recognizable. She had chunks of her hair pulled out from the skull. She had a huge lump on her head, bruising all over, sticks and dirt in the private areas, and she was rushed to the hospital. The mother, that a group of bigger kids around ages 8, 9, and 10 walked up and presented themselves as friendly. They took her by her hand and they walked her to a field that was far away from the residence. They brutally beat her. The abuse is just unimaginable to continue to describe. But what's even worse is that law enforcement doesn't seem to be able to do anything to the 8 and 9-year-old. They said that they can charge the 10-year-old, but there can be no charges to the 8 and 9-year-old. Something's absolutely not right here. There needs to be charges. People, children need to be held accountable. And this story needs to blow the hell up.
Okay, these Sora AI videos are actually getting out of hand. Not only do we have Jake Paul converting to Islam in one video, and then coming out as gay in the next.
An announcement in 3, 2, 1. I'm gay. I hope everyone here supports me.
But now both the daughters of Martin Luther King and Robin Williams are having to go as far as to beg the public to stop sending them AI videos of their fathers. Zelda Williams said that this is not what her father would have wanted, and these people are not making art, but rather disgusting overprocessed hot dogs out of the lives of human beings. MLK's daughter said, I concur concerning my father, please stop this. Because, for context, Sora literally allows you to recreate MLK's world famous I have a dream speech into this. But it doesn't stop there, because this week major content creators now also speaking out against AI and Sora. Mr. B said that these were scary times and expressed concern on how this would impact millions of creators. Casey Neistat said,
my analysis, we are so completely
and the YouTube channel Kyrgyzstan, in a nutshell, that has almost 25 million subscribers, they posted a video last night titled, AI slop is killing our channel. But where does this even end? I mean, Casey Neistat asked his own team if they would get sick of it, and they said this.
But you don't think people are going to get sick of the fact that it's AI?
No.
What does this say for the future?
It's f***ing over.
Yeah, it's over. Some people say it's a good thing, that it democratizes creativity, similar to how social media democratized entertainment and gave the power to the individual so that they can one day compete with the likes of Hollywood. But others, like Robin Williams' daughter, say stop calling it the future. AI is just badly recycling and regurgitating the past to be reconsumed. You are taking in the human centipede of content, and from the very, very end of the line. All while the folks at the front laugh and laugh, consume and consume. So the question is, chat, are we cooked?
Oh, fuck no. Y'all gonna have to see this clip. This shit wild as fuck, fool. Make sure you like and share. Trump top advisor named Stephen Miller was on CNN talking about the National Guard situation. And he was talking real confident, y'all. Real calm. When he said some wild shit. This man said that Trump has plenary authority. That basically means he has complete and absolute power and control. And once he said that shit, y'all, he knew he fucked up. He like, damn. This man froze, y'all. He tried to play the mannequin challenge. But he was still blinking. Y'all, look at this shit.
Insurrection. Does the administration still plan to abide by that ruling? Well, the administration filed an appeal this morning with the Ninth Circuit. I would note the administration won an identical case in the Ninth Circuit just a few months ago with respect to the federalizing of the California National Guard. Under Title 10 of the U.S. Code, the president has plenary authority. Stephen? Stephen? Hey, Stephen, can you hear me? Stephen, I apologize. It seems like we're having a technical issue.
Nah, that wasn't no technical issue. Fool just know he said some crazy shit. He exposed it, y'all. The truth is out the bag. Y'all heard it for yourself. That's why he fucking froze like that man was stuck in the Matrix. Every time somebody of power say some shit out their mouth like this, it's always one or two things. They either get cut off the air or they start glitching like him. This man real life said plenary authority. That's not just a fancy word, y'all. That means no checks, there's no limit, and full control. That's the kind of phrase you only hear from a dictatorship, y'all. And after that silence, nobody brought it up again. Nobody even talked about it. Y'all let me know, was that a glitch or was that a warning? Because one thing for sure, y'all, after he froze, after he said what he said, that looked like that man was just like, damn, I said too much.
Sup, y'all? It's your boy Jake. I'm here at the one and only Pleasant Mart, and I found out they give free yogurt samples through this hole in the bathroom stall.
So far, I'm not gonna lie, it's really warm. A little salty even, but if you keep asking, they keep giving you warm yogurt.
And the customer service is just top notch. The restroom attendant, Daryl, keeps whispering to me, calling me his sweet boy. I'm definitely gonna come back.
Your chicken's looking nice, pal.
Woo! Yo, he stole my chicken!
Got a crispy treasure, can't slow me down. Hot and golden, I'm out of this town. Move, move, Friday victory. Well, get back here. Run, spin, slide, I'm gliding out the door. Fried love in my arms, can't give it up no more. Hey.
This woman just keeps dropping bombs, and she just dropped another one. Look, you can call her cuckoo, you can call her whatever, but her biggest claim was just confirmed authentic by Turning Point that those text messages were real about Charlie talking about Israel and his donors. So whenever she talks about the situation or makes a claim, I think it's fair for everyone to listen whether you believe her or not. Now, she just said 24 hours before he was killed, Charlie expressed to 3 different people that he thought they were going to kill him. Take a look at this.
I want to say one more thing rather explosively. 3 people told me off record. 2 people who have this in a written communication from Charlie. One who is a Turning Point USA donor, and I would say very much one of the white knights in this. The very day before Charlie Kirk died, he expressed that he thought he was going to be killed. He told these people, I think they're going to kill me.
absolutely insane turn of events. And in 1 second, I'll show you what's coming to the US very, very, very soon. Even your children are going to be tracked. So Netanyahu just came out and said even though they're going to be working towards this hostage release, they will not be removing their military forces from Gaza. And guess what? That's not all. He also deleted his tweet that had to do with the ceasefire, where the President of the United States came out and said, oh, thank you for stopping what you're doing. And then all of a sudden, allegedly, behind me, I don't know what that is, allegedly there's no stopping in sight. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought there was supposed to be a ceasefire for this whole peace deal. What ceasefire? And we'll get to the UK, the soon-to-be America, in 1 second. So if you live under a rock, you may not know there are uprisings and protests happening all over the earth right now. People are fed up and they're saying it's time to end this now. Guess what? Even in Tel Aviv right now, the same exact kind of stuff is going on. Again, it's now. Now is the time to stop.
Achieved a significant achievement. It is not yet final. We're working full speed, and I hope with the help of God in the coming days, even during the Sukkot holiday, we can announce the return of all the hostages, alive and deceased as one, in one go, with the IDF remaining in the depth of the Gaza Strip in various areas.
Maybe I'm wrong here, but it seems the whole entire earth is ready for this to stop, no? And besides those protests, there are other protests happening around the earth, as well as the United States. Even in Chicago, it's a battleground. There is close to a civil war happening. I mean, a lady was just pewed, yeah, I gotta say it that way, in Chicago earlier by federal agents, having whole clashes between ICE and the other people and the Border Patrol, etc. Besides the obvious reasoning, why else are people acting so strange, all in sync at the same exact time? By the way, have you seen this human frequency? Just as the last few hours has gotten crazy, and it's been crazy all day. If I can remind you real quick, the human frequency picks up frequency. Really, any kind of frequency, not just the Earth's frequency. Now, completely unrelated from frequency, or anything at all for that matter, we have plants now coming down with a new sickness where just all the grass and plants are rotting straight out the ground. Crazy, right? Oh, finally, at the UK, they are literally arresting 80-year-old men. Yeah, along with tracking unschooled children. What? If I was in the UK, I couldn't even make this a video without them coming to my door. And we're not even talking about the digital ID. These are all things that are going to come to America. How's 2025 for you so far?
When you see me, get a pen and a pad because I'm teaching here. They always put truth in movies. Always. You just got to get past the fact that it's a movie. There's reality being taught. Somebody wrote that script. They shot those scenes, edited it, put it out. Peep this out.
Is the ancient and irrefutable concept of the nigger. That's what we call you in our secret moments. Just before we hand out loans and awards and life sentences.
Alright, we're gonna stop that right there. As you can see, here are the awards. Here are the many life sentences. Stuff, people were in there unjustly. 44 years in prison, overturned. So as you can see, it's not a movie. It's reality. Let's continue.
Sentences. We have created human mutants and cursed them with names like boy and son. From oversized genitals to tiny little brains, we've repeated the curses so often that most people, even some of your own people, believe in at least part of the lie.
We have repeated the curses so often that even some of your own people believe in the lies. But when we get on here and say we breaking generational curses, we wrong, right? When we get on here and saying that we're not doing what our ancestors did, we're wrong, right? The black sheep is the curse breaker. Let's continue.
What? You? You're so goddamn pedestrian. Why did I choose you? You're everything that I needed. The perfect specimen. A lonely black man no one would miss with an enormous debt and a good-sized basement. A perfect example of the failure we've made of your race.
You heard that. It's the perfect example of the failure they made of your race. A script was written. It was okayed. And then it was put out for public consumption. You see? Everybody else know who you are. You just don't know who you are. Understand that? And this, amongst everything, is why I would never sleep outside my race. Won't ever taint my seed. Won't ever. It's too much stuff we've been through. Too much stuff. But be great. Teaching here.
Why now? Out of nowhere, allegedly they find the suspect for the Palisades fire. And we're gonna get into some not related things in just a minute, but just a disclaimer, this video is not for the weak-minded. It's for the free thinkers and not for the parrots. So back to this for a minute. So they found the suspect in the Palisades fire. Do you guys remember, I think it was a Greek island I showed you where cars were melting because it's such a crazy wildfire? Completely unrelated from this, of course. Well, now they found the one guy who was the suspect. By the way, do you remember which buildings in particular, which houses were burning down, which ones weren't? I'm surprised it took that long to find the one guy. Here's a question. I hope you don't get mad at me for asking. With all the very weird information that's came out of the last 48 hours, but specifically even the last 2 weeks, where are any of the pundits on the right talking about these new discoveries? It's extremely odd that it's not just the F stuff, right? Because that, if you even question that, all of a sudden you're liberal. But now this as well. Why is no one saying anything about all these weird things? You wanna know what's funny about the government shutdown, the left and right battle? Well, MTG comes out and says that, guess what? It's perfectly possible for the right to stop the government shutdown. And here we are like children fighting amongst each other. By the way, did you know Bondi actually came out and said that now she has never had those documents sitting on her desk? Never. I guess the interviews and the White House lawn interview was just a lie? At what point do we ask ourselves, are these people really being honest with us? Don't get mad at me, you'll see where we're going in just a second. So now at this point, we've had quite a lot of things released, right? Which portrays things a little bit differently. You know, we go back to the story, which is obviously true, where the 30-06 was stopped right by the spine. It was a miracle. But hey, hold up, let's ask this question. Why did Charlie Kirk's pastor come out and downright lie about his friend and about his stances and his opinions and put words in his mouth? Are we gonna completely blow that off like it never happened? And don't worry, we're gonna get into controlled ops and stages and all that stuff in just a minute. Should not that pastor be completely removed from power, from his authority for lying about the dead? We'll come back to the Charlie Kirk thing, but let's go back to the left-right debate.
90% of our conversation about race in the United States is designed to make Americans hate each other, to make them fearful of each other, to make them mad at each other, so that they won't know what their leaders are actually doing.
Now let's get into a conversation about controlled opposition. I don't tell you this about myself to brag or say, oh, I'm so awesome, because it seems if I just give my background, people think I'm bragging. It's like that Secret Life of Pets movie, right? When you're talking about things in your personal life, people are going to think it's just a brag. I personally have been down the deepest rabbit hole you can imagine ever since 2011. 99% of you guys now watching this video would call me crazy for the things I was saying in 2011. There's no harm in being new to all this information, that's totally fine. But it seems like the people with the least experience, the least skin in the game, those are the ones that think they know more than anybody else. I started at 17, 18 years old when you can find all information on YT. Believe it or not, it wasn't like it is now. And I tell you that to tell you this, a lot of us were in the game before you got paid for it. We were in the game when you got made fun of for it. So believe me when I tell you, I used to have the same opinions. Every single person's evil. They all signed a contract with the devil. They're all on the same team and nothing could ever change that ever. Y'all understand how many people have been straight up taken out for the words that they were saying? JFK, he grew up with power, with money, connections, and still he turned. On this channel, I don't tell y'all what to believe. I give you the information and trust you to make the best decision for yourself based on everything we have available. This isn't a channel for parrots, it's a channel for free thinkers. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. Doesn't matter how you grow up, it doesn't matter your decisions last year. Just as you get saved and are a new creation in Christ, people can change. Now, when we go calling every single person that exists a controlled op just because they platform, we're basically saying that, God, you're gonna keep no one safe. People change, and we've seen many people lose their life over it. Again, I'm not telling you what to believe, but is it possible maybe some people that are in the public mainstream view right now are possibly changing their minds? The way it works in the industry is you have three things. You have people that are willingly slaves to the devil, servants to the devil. Then you have people who are slaves to the devil through mail that's a certain color. And then you have people who grew up in the industry and they see things and they have a heart posture change and they're like, I am not down with this no more. Or maybe big events happen and it just lights a fire in their brain. They say, I have to say something about this. We cannot peer into the heart and see true intentions. Only God can do that. And this whole stage, it's very well a possibility, but the problem is it's far more complex than just selling your soul to the devil. I have now lost count of how many people were imprisoned or disappeared by words that they were saying. We really need to humble ourselves and say, you know what? Maybe we don't have all the answers. Maybe we don't understand exactly what's going on because we're not in these closed off room meetings. And get to this in 1 minute. There's been many people who were labeled controlled until they disappeared. And all of a sudden, they were for us. They were for us. Why not have the benefit of the doubt? Why not just don't believe people at things they say, but at least view the information? Can we just view the information? And if the information turns out to be true, can we change our mind based on the information provided to us? Because that's something most people can't do. Speaking of the left and right, how come there have been no corrupt arrest? All these people, all these years, all these people are so wicked. We see this and this and this and all that. We haven't seen any arrest. Why not? Did you see this Timcast podcast with Gates where he said that you basically walk into this big room and they scan your name tag and if they like you and like what you're saying, that they'll give you money? Who? Let's not talk about that.
And then I saw the way that worked, and that was weird for like a country lawyer like me. I remember my first 8th reception, and like your fundraiser tells you have to go, and your chief of staff tells you have to go, your committee chairman all tell you have to go, and you get there and you wear this name badge, and I remember there's a QR code on it, and what we were supposed to do was go talk to donors, and then if they liked you, they scanned your QR code to make a donation, like on the spot. And so can you just imagine how demoralizing that is to like be told that your job for the next several hours to go chat people up, hoping they would scan you like a can of tomato soup.
Again, it's very complex, and I just don't think it's fair to randomly assign these labels on people when we really don't. If we're honest with ourselves, we really don't know. We can think something, we can see a hand sign, think something, but we truly don't know the state of the brain or the heart. But if I can give you guys any advice, it would be this. I've been wrong many times, okay? But the one thing you cannot be wrong about is things directly out of the Bible that you read yourself. So read your Bible, but don't read it with the conclusions others have drawn for you. Read it with new eyes and new ears, and read the words by the Spirit of God and allow Him to show you what it really means. Not what someone dreamed, not what they saw, what it actually says. Because me and others I know, we all talk about this. We grieve daily based on these misunderstandings, these trash narratives, and everything else people concoct. Don't believe anybody, don't even believe me.
You're trying to find.
Oh shit.
Has left too many unable to learn these essential fruits of the Spirit: patience, faithfulness.
There's some pretty crazy predictive programming I just found out about. I'm sure there are others who aren't aware of this one, so I'm going to share. The 1977 song, Crack in the World by Sammy Hagar. This gets wild, but first let me point out, a crush in between, there's a thin, thin line. But just around the corner, there's a change in design. Just 50 more years, we're all gonna know why, when, where, how, and who gets to go. So let's all have a good time before the great divide, cause things will start separating come 2025. So look for the subtle clues. It won't make front page news, which it doesn't. Sometimes we have to look deeper. Let's start by seeing what happens if we mirror the cover art for this song, and then connect the dots. Go figure. There was also a movie in 1965 called Crack in the World. Thank God it's only a motion picture, or is it? And the reason it's so crazy to mention 2025 and 1977, because it was also referenced in 1988 in the movie They Live, which just so happens to be a movie that I view more as a documentary. And of course the one I symbolism.
Our projections show that by the year 2025, not only America, but the entire planet will be under the protection and the dominion of this power alliance. The gains have been substantial, both for ourselves and for you, the human power elite.
Jamie, pull that video up.
Keep your hands on the wheel. You almost sideswiped 3 cars back there. Put it in park now.
Young man, don't move. Door's locked.
Open it right now.
Hey, it's me. Yeah, it's really me. You know, I had to disappear. They were going to kill me. I didn't want to leave you all, but I wanted to stay alive. Out here in Africa, I can breathe.
To tell y'all something that's important to me. I'm gay, and I'm proud of it. Check these out. Rainbow boxing gloves. Can't get more me than this. I even matched the makeup for it. Feels good to finally breathe and be myself. Thanks for showing.
This woman could be one of the worst pedophiles in America. So this is Sierra Robertson. She is from the Seattle area. And recently authorities in Washington received a tip from an online chat service. And the contents of that tip were disturbing to say the least. Sierra, who worked as an after-school STEM instructor, which yes, meant she worked directly with children, was chatting with men online about how much she loved to sexually abuse babies. These chats also revealed the fact that Sierra had been trading CSAM or CP with other pedophiles online. And in the chats, she actually talked about how she preferred to molest babies because they essentially couldn't defend themselves. She also told these other pedophiles in these chats that she couldn't wait to have children of her own so that she could go on to molest them too. Now, this case is somewhat unique because we don't really see female pedophiles of this caliber. Usually when you see a news story like this, it's about a teacher who took advantage of a student. And I've covered many stories like this over the years, but this one is different because it's just so incredibly disturbing. Now, Sierra's bond was pretty high after she was initially arrested, but that bond was reduced to just $50,000, and she was able to pay that, and now Sierra is out of jail and just at her home. I'm going to keep following and reporting on this story because these, once again, are the people that are just out there. These are the people that are around you at all times. And people like this are drawn to positions where they're put with children, working with children, because they know that they have an extensive bank of children to draw from. And it's unknown at this point if she actually has abused any children. All those details are still sealed and under wraps. But I'm going to continue to report on this story because these issues are important to keep talking about, and it's important to expose these people. We do not have harsh enough penalties for individuals like this in America, and only through raising awareness can we hopefully change something in the future.
No.
Running in this damn cemetery. Do you see these people out here? They resting. Stop running before you damn wake them up. All right.
Sit down, please. Luca, sit down. Luca, sit down.
Put the purse back, honey.
Now throw it in and see what happens.
Put the purse back now.
Oh, no. No.
Put it back. Leave it alone. Kaden. Leave it alone.
Pero boy.
Come here.
Crowley! Crowley, goddammit! Fucking hell!
I get knocked down.
No entra, no.
Leo! Leo! No! No!